Do 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 do.
Hi, welcome to the stream. Had a really interesting thing happen, which is some of my audio settings got reset because of a Windows update. So that's cool. So I'm a little late, but I'm trying out a couple different settings anyway, and we'll see how that works. Nothing crazy, but like something that might throw a little bit of the static away. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm just here to play some Metal Gear Solid. It's gonna be a little chill. And it's gonna be Half-Life Echoes after this, which has been an amazing experience for me. It's been a really good Half-Life mod so far. We have some more briefing. You know, if Snake is blonde, that makes a lot more sense. You know, in terms of, liquid. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he just dyes his hair, but if they're perfect clones, then which one is Liquid dyeing his hair, or is Snake dyeing his? Or is it just the lighting? Liquid feels like the type of dude that would dye. You know, fox dye. So, anyway, which of these haven't we done yet? Oh right, they're not perfect clones of each other. That's a plot point. Shit.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank.
Be Roy.
A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
Colonel sounded like really crotchety.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War. And since then, I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
Doesn't really look like
retired.
Campbell.
I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human.
What, not having
Please,
friends?
Snake.
Huh.
Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing.
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
I'm calling you Colonel no matter what. Fucking deal with it. So about that no secrets and no lies thing, it didn't really work out for Snake too much.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Seen you naked.
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, What was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines?
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
Aren't those kind of,
It'll
like,
make me smarter, huh?
happening at the moment?
Anything else?
Yes.
Nootropics?
Benzogen. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged
It's some
up.
alpha brain, son.
I
Some
guess I can
shroom
call
tech.
you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
But what happens when you eat while you have, like, nutrients being injected into your blood? Do you get extra nutrients, or...? Okay, by the way, volume is okay? Because I did have a couple audio things, switch and change and get weird. So I just want to make sure everything's, copacetic. Alright, good.
Alright, good, let's continue.
I'll achieve maximum squirt with my water for tonight, and then, we'll just continue.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Okay, so again, you're supposed to view a lot of this stuff before you play the game, which I didn't do when the game first came out. But even looking at it now, it's kind of cool to see all the, like, surrounding information before Snake's mission, how they kind of lied to him a little bit, just a little bit, and just basically what they told him to get him prepped and how they got him naked.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL?
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
Jesus. If you think about the gravity of the situation that's going on here, it's like fucking Cuban Missile Crisis Part 2.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
Kinda.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
They're kinda dumb, Colonel. You have to admit, they're pretty dumb. Also, the camera control that they give you in this particular part of the game was implemented more later on in the series, where almost any cutscene you could, you know, move around and check it out. So that way you're not bored during the 10-minute cutscenes, you know?
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Oh my gosh.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, Cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Yeah.
Gene therapy?
Dude.
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead
remove
to
gene
sickness or
from Six
disease,
Guys.
and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Gene. We need to use gene therapy to make 6 more guys to strengthen the Borglar joint. What do you think about that, Gene? Do you object?
At this point, consider Gene as a mutant from experimentation and cloning.
Yes, father.
Spare no expense, Grebe.
One of the greatest soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
That's right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
Which actor does that
His
look
body
like?
was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic
like an
information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Antonesque
Priceless to
Hopkins
the military, perhaps.
His
with
body
a
was burned
Sutherland.
severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The Sons of Big Boss?
I don't know about all the nukes. It's like kind of a huge overstatement, but... I mean... even if they are the best soldiers, even if they can do everything Big Boss could do, you just like get them in one spot and you drop a nuke on them. But then I guess they could just keep making more?
Tell me about these next-generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency surge team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Didn't NBC fire Conan?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just stipulations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
Law. So wait a minute, would I make a good genome soldier? I played like a couple hundred hours of Counter-Strike. I know how to check corners and doors. Doors and corners. Is that what Miller says in The Expanse? Doors and corners, kid? Oh, wait a minute. No, I suck at video games.
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No. Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
What?
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order.
Rick and Morty fans.
We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly.
Such an easy joke. It's
and
such a
deal with it
low-hanging
behind
fruit.
Closed doors.
Jesus. I should have made a genius Kajumbo joke instead. I mean, they're not that fucking smart though. I'm like learning all this stuff and then you getting in the game. What's in the box? Oh, it's just a box. Huh? Whose footprints are these? And then they just walk away. They're Jimmy Neutron fans, I'm sorry. That's the better way to describe it.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise.
We haven't seen him yet.
Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
What? How about, like 5 dudes with machine guns?
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Man with the same code name
Liquid
as you.
Snake. Jonathan,
Tell me what
Charlotte,
you know.
Jonathan,
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager. The youngest person in the SAS.
Wait, what?
His job was to
yeah, that
track
makes sense.
down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were
Scud.
there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you
33
retired,
years
he was
old, huh?
rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him.
What, really?
Now that I've met you, I know.
It's a bit of a hyperbole.
You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
When I was a kid, 33 seemed like so far away, and now that I'm 33, you know, playing this game, 20th anniversary, almost. I'm thinking to myself, man, I didn't do shit! Liquid Snake, like, fucking, you know, doing all this cool shit, stealing nukes and making, like... Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. No, I don't think I want that. The terrorists have started preparing to launch a new type of nuclear warhead. To stop that, Snake must use the detonation code emergency override key at the underground maintenance base up north or destroy Metal Gear itself. After outlasting, however, Merrill, taken as the other hostage, cannot be found. Snake makes a detour around the glaciers and heads for the communications tower to enter the underground maintenance base. This game is so insular. Well, there's a line missing, obviously. But it's not a long game, and it's so insular that you could do the recaps like that. And it works out. A lot of games, I don't think you'd be able to do that. But, I wonder if Scuds are related to Muff. Oh, you fucker. Metal Gear Solid 3 originally had camera angles similar to this game in Metal Gear Solid 2, but then and some people prefer to play it that way from what I understand, but the updated versions gave you the free camera. That's how I played it. It was subsistence. But you could use both in subsistence. You could go back to the original camera angles. But this was a really kind of innovative thing. The camera system in this game, it kind of worked. It made it feel cinematic, but also it... I guess it kind of lent itself well to the stealth gameplay. Oh, don't get stuck! Ah! Sorry. I'd like to blame the genome soldier, the 180 IQ genome soldier for that. He saw me set the claymore and then he just ran into it. May as well. These things just suck to look at. Man, there's a move that I really miss, which wasn't in this game yet, but it's where you dive into enemies. Like, you could just do like a dive roll into enemies and it knocks them down. Yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid 2 that started. It's gonna feel so amazing to stream Metal Gear Solid 2 with all the improvements. I mean, going from 4 and 5 to this was tough. But going from this to 2 is gonna feel like NVIDIA AI climax. Can't see shit. Yup, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. What a thrill. There we go. Beautiful. Shinra Tower. There's definitely an elixir up here. Do I have a slight input delay with this game? Minor, yeah. You won't be able to hear it. You won't be able to hear it because I do have a delay on my voice as well. Slight delay, but yeah, it's not too bad. Hind D. You know, if I don't save my game and I die, I just go back to where I last was, right?
Damn!
get past you.
Liquid.
You're not going any farther. Die!
I mean, this dude even has daddy issues explaining to Snake why he can't go further. Father!
It's a long way down. If only I had a rope. I should be able to use that rope I got.
It's terrible.
What are you going to do? Take on a hind with your bare hands? Now you're mine!
If I stay here, I'm finished.
Whoa! Hey, you know what would be a cool idea? Oh shit. A cool idea would be, getting advice from my friends via codec. Let's see, who's my best friend in the whole world? Oh. Oh. Ah.
Wow, Snake! You're like an action movie star.
Totally different.
Huh?
This is real, not some prearranged stunt. If I screw up, there are no retakes.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He sounds so calm for someone who's fucking repelling.
Here's how to
Rappelling?
repel. Press
Repel.
the X button to jump away from the wall. While you're away from the wall, press down on the directional button to drop down. If you jump while pressing right or left on the directional button, you can make a big jump in that direction. If you press and hold the circle button while using the directional button, you can walk slowly across the wall. If you're careful with the timing, you should be able to dodge the gunfire from the hind while you rappel down. If anyone can do it, you can, Snake.
You know, the Metal Gear movie is gonna star Tom Cruise. Ooh. And he's gonna do all his own stunts. And there's gonna be a Kenny Loggins soundtrack. Did you guys see that Top Gun 2 is now filming? Why did I not do the ration? Oh, I can't do the ration now anyway. Down there, Snake. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Top Gun... Cheap Kun 2 is going to be, in the works. It's being filmed now. And, Tom Cruise is actually going to fly a jet. I don't know what he's going to do, but he has to keep upping the ante. And, Kenny Loggins is re-recording some of the fucking songs for the soundtrack, like Danger Zone. It's gonna be so dumb.
What is it, Snake? There's a Chinese proverb, the mind cannot be in two places at once. Make sure that you're not thinking of something else during the mission, okay?
I am. I'm thinking about Val Kilmer. Because Val Kilmer, sadly, had, I think, throat cancer. Which is awful. I fucking hate that happened to that poor guy. But he can't really speak at the moment very well. He has a hard time speaking. But he was in a movie recently. He's been having trouble getting work. And he was overdubbed. And it was so bad. So anyway, Val Kilmer was in Top Gun, right? And people are like, he wants to be in the movie. And he should be, because he was a big part of Top Gun. And I would love to see Val Kilmer in the movie, even though the movie's gonna suck. But apparently there's this movie called The Snowman, and so they overdubbed Val Kilmer, and you guys have to see this.
How long has she been missing?
2 days. She said she was going to visit her friend.
Hang on a minute. I need to mute, because it's a very low video.
And she never came back.
Okay, so...
Why did you come to me? I've been suspended.
Because you're a friend. You're a great detective. But I don't want anyone knowing about it.
Can't really hear it.
Not yet. I don't want to go to the police.
Or why did you come to me?
Tell me, well, was your wife seeing anyone?
It didn't even make an attempt to match the voice to the lips. Not an attempt. I wish there was a version of that that was louder, so I could actually... So you could actually fucking hear it.
Why did you come to me?
Yeah, there you go. Why'd you come to me, huh? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Stewart is doing voiceover dubs these days. You know what I mean? Sorry, I hate to cut the tension here, but I don't know, something reminded me of Top Gun. Oh, Liquid. I think it has the potential to be a decent movie. What a trooper. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way anyway. Oh, you fuckers. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
That was fucking terrible. Door's frozen. Ooh, Nakita. Da-na, da-na-na-na, da-da. Da-da-da-na-na-na. Oh, you can fuck right off. So you really... okay. Super guns. Finally a genome soldier that can aim. You know what? They can aim. They're not fucking stormtroopers. I kind of forgot what to do here. I thought I had to just kill them. They don't see this. 280 IQ. Why are you running at them? I don't know. I thought I had to get over there. It's been a while since I played this. I don't really remember what I have to do here. Guess we're just gonna do this a lot. could do this all day. Keep them coming. Oh, they're gone. Just as I switched to the sniper rifle. I'd say the Nikita's even more effective than the sniper rifle in that instance. I have my questions about why Liquid is trying to kill me at this particular moment. But to discuss such a topic would be considered a spoiler. He's not actually trying to kill me? Oh, well, thank God. I didn't realize those bullets were, like, just made of feathers. So, all I have to do is hold down. And Snake conveniently just goes where he needs to go. Thank you, Snake. Thank you, Genius Kajumbo, by the way.
Damn. Snake, I'm heading your way.
What are you talking about?
There's something I've got to ask you.
Well, what is it?
Well, you see, Oh, I'll ask you when I see you. Bye.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck are you talking about, Otacon? This is no joke. This is a battlefield. I feel like the theme song for this game at the, like, end credits could have been Love is a Battlefield.
The staircase is broken. Tough luck. Looks like the elevator's the only way up now. Okay, Snake. I want you to head up there right away.
Okay, I can't just hold up now. So, up, left, up, left, up. I feel like a speedrunner. Left, up, left, up. Left, up. Left. Octagon.
Don't shoot! It's me, don't shoot! It's me, Snake!
Otacon, how'd you get here?
Well, it wasn't as dramatic as your entrance, believe me. I'm afraid of heights.
You were watching?
Yeah, I was watching. I was riding in the back of their truck. Thanks to the stealth camouflage.
How did you get up here?
The elevator, of course.
The first floor of the circular staircase was destroyed.
That's why I took the elevator.
The elevator was working?
Yeah, that's right. You're incredible. Like a movie hero or something.
No, you're wrong. In the movies, the hero always saves the girl.
You mean Meryl? Sorry. Forget I said anything. Snake, there's something I've really got to ask you. It's why I followed you up this far. Have you ever loved someone?
That's what you came to ask?
No, I mean, I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
I want to ask you. Do you think love can bloom, even on a battlefield?
There it is. Yes, good.
I do.
So many
I think
memes.
At any time, any place, people can fall in love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
I think so too.
I have a favor to ask.
Uh-oh.
Otacon pulls out a gun and shoots Snake in the head.
I told you before,
I'm protecting Sniper Wolf.
I don't want you to either.
Okay.
The elevator is stopped down there. I want you to get it to move. You see?
That's weird.
It was working before, but now it isn't.
Maybe the panel's broken.
Can you fix it?
It was working before. If it's the mechanism, leave it to me.
I've got to go and swat a noisy fly.
Okay.
Bothersome
I'll stay
fly.
Here and hold the fort. Good luck.
You really look like hell. Are you okay?
Don't worry. If I do this, it doesn't matter. I just pretend like I'm not here, and then I'm not scared.
Strange logic. I'm counting on you.
Fucking Tom York over here. And now, a dramatic reading of How to Disappear Completely by Otacon. Don't we have a couple things in development? Like we as human have a couple things that can do something similar to what the optic camo can do? Not nearly as good, but they're yes, but it's very, very, very hot. Someone made a big poncho that projects its surroundings onto the wearer. That's the one I think I saw. But again, it was really lame. It wasn't the cloak of invisibility from, you know, Hagrid. I'm just gonna call the Harry Potter series Hagrid from now on. Is that okay? I don't know why I had to do Hagrid. Like, I thought of Hagrid before Harry Potter. It's very strange. Well, he thinks he's streaming again. I never read Harold Potter, but I have watched the movies. And, I always felt like it was too late to read Harold Potter.
So, the snakes finally come out of this home. Are you ready now, my brother?
Why are you calling me brother? Who the hell are you?
I'm you. I'm your shadow.
What?
Ask the father that you killed. I'll send you to hell to meet him.
I mean, this dude wrote, the voice of David Hayter wrote the screenplay for X-Men 1. I think maybe 2 as well, actually. So these, it's pretty in character for someone like Wolverine, for example. 1 and 2 were great. The voice... Did I say the voice of David Hayter? That was a good misspeak. That's a good stage name for him. I just like the idea that his voice is separate from him as a person. Like his voice wrote the screenplay and that's it.
We don't want you, David. We want your voice.
I don't know why Bob Hoskins is playing the talent agent. This fight is fucking legendary, though. I love this fight. I suck at it, but I have fond memories of sucking at it. So that's gotta count for something. Just remember how fucking hyped this made me when I was 13. Also, I realized that saying fond memories of sucking was probably not the best thing to say. There's a phrasing issue there that I didn't realize at the time. I don't know where to... I like how it glows when it's not available to be attacked. It's classic video game logic. Some really good cheese happening here, huh? Ooh, that's some good cheese! Best helicopter strats. No, liquid, please. Liquid. Liquid, why you shoot?
See you in hell, Liquid. That takes care of the cremation.
Liquid, why do you wish for Snake to eat? That's an amazing line, Snake.
The elevator's working.
You fixed it?
No, that's the weird thing. It just moved by itself. It's headed your way now.
Is that so? Okay.
That explosion before, what was it?
Oh, I had to take out that helicopter.
Helicopter? That's incredible, Snake.
Listen, I just want to make sure again. This is the way to get to where Metal Gear is being stored?
Yeah. The entrance to the underground maintenance base is towards the back of the snowfield ahead.
Okay. Find a safe place to hide out for a while. I'm going underground.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
And stay out of my way. Don't try to be a hero or anything.
Okay. Call me if you need to.
Someone said that the Twin Snakes version of that fight was really good, like the ending to it. I don't remember what it looks like, but I'm sure it is. Oh, you know what? It is really good. You know how I know that? Because Snake runs on a missile. You know what? I have to show you. He doesn't run on a missile, he jumps off of it. In my mind, I thought the missile was really long and Snake, like, ran alongside of it for like 4 or 5 steps, but that's not what happened. Twin Snakes, Hind D ending. Let's see. And you can also kind of see what Twin Snakes looks like. Like I said, Twin Snakes is cool. It's a good companion piece to this. And I think it's worth playing because it's fun, it's good. But, you know, I have my issues with it. But it's kind of a cool retelling. But look at the kind of stuff that look at that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Snake! I'm afraid I can't let you get past here.
Liquid?
You're not going any farther. Die!
Easy.
Octagon.
I told you
HD.
before, I
Well,
won't hurt anyone.
not exactly HD, huh?
I don't want you to.
So that's that part. Here it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yup. Yup.
Come on, fly!
Yep. So that's why people shit on Twin Snakes a bit. Because shit like that happens. But again, if you look at what was popular at the time, which was The Matrix, which came out a year after this game came out, there's that. And then Metal Gear Solid 2 has a lot of shit like that, where Snake can do, well, Raiden, Snake, I mean anyone really can do some crazy shit. And Kojima, you know, goes for some of the over-the-top action stunts that are only in this a little bit. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. One hand, it feels ridiculous. On the other hand, it's whatever. It's dumb. Revengeance? Yeah, when Revengeance happened, then just don't even worry about it.
My God! You actually shot down that Hind! Well, after all, that Hind shot down 2 F-16s. It is hard to believe that after doing that, it got taken out by just one man. Nice going, Snake.
Bayonetta runs on a missile in the first game. That might be what I'm I thought Snake was Bayonetta, holy shit. Okay, hear me out. Sakurai, if you're listening, we need a missile level. Bayonetta versus Snake on a missile.
I don't know why, but the elevator just started working again. If you take it all the way to the bottom of Tower B and go outside, you'll be in the snowfield. The entrance to the underground maintenance base is in the north of the snowfield.
I swear to God, I thought Yoda was wearing a G-string and, like, ass dancing. But it was the gnome.
You did it, Snake. You shot down the Hind.
I was so worried.
Liquid couldn't have survived that.
I wonder. But even so, just because we've taken out their leader doesn't mean they're gonna give up. They're still gonna try to launch that nuke.
You're right. There's no time to waste. Hurry. The underground base is past the communications tower. The elevator's working again, isn't it?
You know what's weird? You know, can I just say something just really strange?
Okay.
And I don't know if it's dementia setting in or something's wrong with me. and this may shock you, we watched the trailer for a Garden Gnome movie.
Oh, yes.
And at the end of the Garden Gnome movie, there was a garden gnome who was naked and had like a G-string on.
And he's doing a booty dance.
And his butt was dancing. For a moment, I thought Yoda did that in this. And I confused the two.
That's legitimate dementia.
That's dementia.
And I was like, do you guys remember when Yoda was dancing in front of the fire? And then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, wait, that was...
All right, it's time to put you in the home, Mike.
That was in the Garden Gnome movie. I really thought that happened.
Oh. The difference is I'm already in the home. It's a little bit more advanced. That would have unironically been better than what we got in The Last Jedi. Oh god. Oh, the salt. Call Miller, didn't I? Well, he's busy. Miller runs a business. The man runs a business. He's busy. He can't be, you know... He can't be talking to me all the time.
What can I do for you, Snake?
He outsources his help. Whoever needs, like, survival tips. He's got, like, a hotline.
Don't forget to save your memories of me, too.
Can't save memories even on that system of yours. Memories are fragile things. After you reduce them to binary numbers and send them through the air, they're not memories anymore.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. There's nothing my system can't do.
Memories aren't just sounds and pictures. They exist somewhere between the sounds.
Don't you wonder sometimes?
I don't get it. Anything can be done digitally.
If that's true, why don't you go ahead and try to save what I'm thinking right now?
I can't save that type of thing. You have to put it into words at least.
That's right. And that's what memories are. Wordless.
I don't know about that.
No matter how far data technology advances, you'll never be able to penetrate the human heart.
You're wrong. It's just a matter of time.
But first you have to try to understand human emotions, Mei Ling.
And how do I do that?
You have to allow yourself to fall in love with someone.
What the fuck, Snake? What are you talking about? I don't remember Snake being this kind of, like, dude. Not that it's a problem. It's just... It seems so, like... bizarrely out of character. What a sensitive man. Alright, looks like we gotta put Snake in the home. Oh, you know what? How much diazepam have I been taking this game? Yeah, I took a bunch earlier. No, that's not gonna happen, is it? So the elevator didn't work, and then it just magically started working again. That's weird. Vinny, are you going to stream Doom Eternal when it comes out? Fuck yes.
Snake, there's something I forgot to tell you before.
What?
There were 5 stealth camouflage prototypes in my lab.
Yeah, so?
If you take out the one I'm wearing, that leaves 4.
Hey, this isn't first grade math class.
I thought I'd get one for you. So I went back to the lab and...
Yeah?
The 4 suits were missing. Also, about the elevator that I checked out, it's really strange. It was like someone was intentionally holding it.
When you were riding on it, did the weight limit warning go off?
That's another thing that bothered me about it. The warning went off, and I know I couldn't be over the limit.
How much do you weigh?
About 135, but that elevator had a weight limit of 650 pounds.
It would take at least 5 people to go over that limit.
Look out, Snake! The guys who stole my stealth prototypes are in there with you!
I have such vivid memories of Otacon face.
Now die!
Whoa, oh shit. Well, I mean, it worked. I wish I had a stun grenade. Ran out earlier. I guess they're wearing stealth body armor, too.
Look out, Snake! The guys that stole my plot device!
That stealth camo comes back, though, in Metal Gear Solid 2. Spoiler, I guess. Are you hiding liquid vignette from us? What do you mean, like the voice? Oh, that's V-dub. That was just stupid and impatience. Very, very impatient. Vinny, do you think the constant breaking of the fourth wall would work in a Metal Gear movie? Not for general audiences. I don't know what they're gonna do with that movie, because this tone works. I feel like it works better in video games. Part of me wants to just see it like complete accuracy. And just have them go for it. But then it might feel like a parody of itself. Video game movies don't always take themselves too seriously. I mean, the Super Mario Brothers movie... Alright, that movie's a bit of a dumpster fire, but it still didn't take itself too seriously.
Snake, are you okay?
Otacon, were there any other stealth prototypes?
No, there were only 5.
So, this isn't stealth camouflage then?
What are you talking about?
Someone's aiming at me, in the middle of this blizzard.
Son, someone shot you.
It's her!
Wolf? Sniper Wolf?
Yes, it's her. It's definitely her.
Otacon, you sound like you're happy.
No, I'm not.
He just smiles.
So then what is it?
Snake, please don't kill her.
Are you insane?
Please. She's a good person. You'd know that if you talked to her.
Listen to me, kid. She's a merciless killer.
I can see you perfectly from here.
How did you get into this frequency?
I told you, I'd never quit the hunt. Now you're mine.
Wolf, no, you can't.
Don't get between a wolf and its prey.
You're pretty good if you can hit me in this storm.
You're pretty good.
You see, women naturally make better soldiers.
Wolf, don't do this.
Oh, hello, Leon, Mr. Kennedy.
I'm near. Can't you sense me near you?
I was given your phone number by Hunnigan.
Reveal our location.
Is that right? Well, I'm going to send you a love letter, my dear. Do you know what that is? It's a bullet straight from my gun to your heart.
Please, Wolf! Snake, no!
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Now I'm gonna pay you back for Meryl.
You men are so weak. You can never finish what you start.
Or you finish too soon. Ba-dum-bum. Huh? Ba-dum-bum. So the doctor gets into the office and he says to the guy... what was I gonna say? Oh. I was gonna say... Mr. Snake. I have acquired your frequency. And now we can finish what we have started. There's no way to zoom out, right? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What? Oh, look at that. Carefully placed snowdrifts. Genius. Fucker. Ah! I just want to get a little higher. Like that Creed song. That is good cheese. Oh fuck, did I really just find a cheese? That's cheap as fuck. Cheap as chimps, perhaps. Which is a segment that Carl came up with. Carl Pilkington. That's a common cheese? Oh, okay, that's not rare cheese. I didn't invent it. Not that I thought I did, but you know, it's just time to see booty dancing gnomes. Can I just, like, wait a week and have her die of old age? Oh no, got the shakes again. Ooh. Not happening, Sniper Wolf. Don't take the shot, you're gonna hit a tree. Speaking of, this is totally unrelated, but anyone see the trailer for Always Sunny? Jacked Mac lifting D up by the genitals with one arm. Kramer Charlie, it's just everything looks so ridiculous. Oh, fuck off, Sniper Wolf. Man. Get over there. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot.
Waited for this moment. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating. I am long shot. You cannot save me. Please. Just finish me quick. I am a Kurd. I have always dreamed of a peaceful place like this.
A Kurd? So that's why you're called Wolf.
I was born on the battlefield. Raised on the battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs, day after day. Driven from our ragged shelters. That was my life. Each morning I'd wake up and find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me. I'd stare at the morning sun and pray to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then, he appeared. My hero.
Dave Grohl.
Saladin.
Salad fingers.
He took me away from all that.
Saladin? You mean Big Boss?
I became a sniper. Hidden. Watching everything through a rifle's scope. Now I could see war. Not from inside, but from the outside. As an observer. I watched the brutality, the stupidity of mankind through the scope of my rifle. I joined this group of revolutionaries to take my revenge on the world. But I have shamed myself and my people. I am no longer the wolf I was born to be. In the name of vengeance, I sold my body and my soul. Now I am nothing more than a dog.
Wolves are noble animals. They're not like dogs.
What is wrong with dogs?
The word for wolf is Keglanek, and the Aleuts revere them as honorable cousins. They call mercenaries like us dogs of war. It's true. We're all for sale at some price or another. But you're different. Untamed. Solitary. You're no dog. You're a wolf.
Who are you? Are you Saladin?
Wolf. You spared Meryl's life.
She was never my real target. I don't kill for sport.
Rest easy. You'll die as the proud wolf you are.
I finally understand. I wasn't waiting to kill people. I was waiting for someone to kill me. A man like you. You're a hero. Please, set me free.
Why? Why? I loved you.
What is it?
My gun. Give it to me. She's part of me.
Just when you thought she was gonna be like, Otacon, you're my man.
Everyone's here now. Oh, okay, hero. Set me free.
Goodbye. Snake, you said that love could bloom on the battlefield. But I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
Returning it to its owner. I don't need a handkerchief.
Why?
I don't have any more tears to shed. I'm going to the underground base. We're out of time.
I know.
You'll have to protect yourself now. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
If I can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will probably be bombed to hell.
Yeah.
We might not meet again.
I'll hang on to my codec. I want to keep helping.
You can leave anytime. Get a head start. A head start on your new life.
God, I love this song.
Snake! What was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll be searching too.
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
I had to. I had to. Can I be real with you guys for a moment? The sniper wolf thing really made me sad when I was a kid. It still kind of does. There's a couple cheesy lines in there, sure, but it's... You know... And it's a little tropey, too. I mean, now that we've played through Metal Gear for years, it feels like it's expected. You know, defeat the boss, they tell you their life story, and then you feel sad. Now it's expected, but when it first came out, it was like, what the fuck? But... You know, it sucks. Poor Octagon. Poor Octagon. Or I'm just getting shot in the fucking back. In Twin Snakes, you could just, like, aim up and shoot that thing with your gun. That's the part of Twin Snakes. Trust me, there are plenty of times during this playthrough where I wished I was playing Twin Snakes. And that right there was number 1. Oh shit, number 1. Poor guy. See, now I'm just sad. Now just a number of things have made me sad. God damn it. Okay, I'm not sad anymore. So, for those that don't know, that's Mega Man X4. That's Zero. That's the voice actor they chose for Zero. Ah! They kept that in the Mega Man X collection? Yes, good. I will stream Mega Man X4, trust me. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a good one. But yeah, that's cool. Isn't there, a place where you can see the Hind D on this particular battlefield? Or the parachute or something? Maybe Miller knows where the, parachute is.
Master, you and I, we're nothing more than dogs, are we?
That's not like you, Snake. Don't let what Sniper Wolf said bother you. Listen, there's not a soldier alive that doesn't question himself.
He looks good.
And if there is one, he's nothing more than a murderer. But someone like Wolf, a soldier who's looking for nothing more than their own death, is no good to anyone either. Once she started to look for death, it was all over. That's how you'll end up too, Snake.
The entrance to the underground maintenance base is in the north
Leave it
of
to
the
Miller.
snowfield. I'll be watching, Snake.
I don't know why I call this dude. I really don't. This guy, you know?
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade.
Oh, I know.
A sad story. We shouldn't have turned our backs on the Kurds after the Gulf War.
Listen, we're not responsible for her choices. Everyone decides their own fate, no matter where they were born. Words like fate, karma, it's just an excuse for giving up if you ask me.
I don't agree with you. Maybe if she hadn't been born on a battlefield, she might have had a happier, more fulfilling life. She might not have turned into a killer.
I mean, I can kind of see both sides. I don't often agree with Naomi. Parachute is in the bottom right. Okay. How come Naomi doesn't get her own frequency? Because she doesn't want to fucking deal with Snake's bullshit. Or is it that Snake doesn't want to deal with her bullshit? I don't see the parachute area. It's over the fence. You gotta look in first person to see it. Well, it's oh, okay. I kind of was it more defined in Twin Snakes? Oh, it's just the parachute. Okay.
Huh?
And you get a little clip too.
Colonel, listen to me. I found a parachute near the wreckage of the Hind.
A parachute? You don't think that Liquid survived?
Impossible. As soon as he jumped out of the pilot's seat, he'd be sliced up faster than an onion on an infomercial.
What,
So what's that parachute doing there, then?
I have no idea.
A trap?
Either that, or a message. To me.
Meaning I'm not dead, I suppose.
Maybe. But I think it's more like, I'll string you up.
Okay.
Well, in any case, don't let your guard down.
I won't.
Snake is doing a lot of weird conjecturing.
Alright, this is Liquid with Slap Chop. You're gonna love my nuts. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the onions through the helicopter rotors. We're gonna get perfectly sliced onions. How many times have you cried? Well, don't cry for me, Argentina. Because today, we're gonna get perfectly sliced onions. No cry, no hassle, no bullshit, no snakes.
No solid snakes. Man, I love that guy. Well, I didn't really love the guy, but he was funny. I enjoyed his infomercials. And then he like bit a hooker's tongue, and he hasn't been asked to do an infomercial since, or he's been busy. What's he been busy with? I wonder. She bit his tongue, wouldn't let go, so he hit her in self-defense. Jesus fucking Christ. Voltron? He streams now under the alias Germa985. Oh, is that where he went? You're gonna love my nuts a little bit too much. Oh god, let go. Oh god. Terminator 2. Yeah, it really does remind me of that. Hey, you guys want to see something awesome? I already died like fucking 15 times. What's another one? Can't believe it's funny if you want to aim around in first person accurately without any weird restrictions, you have to use the Stinger missile. The guards are especially lenient in this game. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, I remember. Fucking takes forever to lose them. This game, it's like 12 seconds.
Must have been nothing. Yes, that's right. The Genome soldiers have 180 IQ.
Sure about that?
Yes, of course. What makes you say otherwise? No, what I meant to say was they have 180 IQ between all of them. Oh God, Snake, please don't be a stick in the mud. You know the Genome soldiers are smart. I don't know about that, Liquid. You know? Oh God, not again. Oh, the Fat Man. No, the Fat Man was in Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 2 had a character called Fat Man. I'm Solid Snake. You know?
Hey everybody, it's me, Big Boss. How you doing, Liquid Snake?
Someone just said I feel bad for laughing at this. You can just laugh at me if you want. Most people don't feel guilty about that. I can't do... I don't think I could do any other Family Guy voices. Someone said do Chris. I can't do Chris. I can do... that's about it, I think.
Hey, Peter! What are you doing in this part of town? Oh my God, Barney, I don't even know.
Can we just do... You know what? You know what? We could just do all the voices I know how to do, and we'll just get them in one show. I can't do Homer Simpson, so we just leave him out. Like, he's not in the show. Peter and Barney are now friends. What about Marge? You mean AC/DC? Mr. AC/DC himself. That's his name. Mr. Burns? What about Mr. Freeze?
Freeze will come to Gotham. The cool wind. The bat that bit will pay and suffer a cold fate.
The bat and Bia. Bob? Oh, I get it. Bob could be in the town too. I got, so Blueprint is doing a thing. They're doing a promo with, Borbs Blorglars. And, what the fuck is this weird liquid on the recipe? There's like a weird substance. It appears to be cherry jam, which I used earlier for a glaze for chicken. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, yeah, it's, a chef named Alvin, I mean, is he a chipmunk? Brings us a recipe, the Gouda Wife Burger, with cucumber, radish, salsa, and sweet potato wedges. And it's, yeah, it's just Gouda cheese on a burger. And they're calling it a Bob's Burger promotion. So, I don't really like cucumber, so I'm leaving that off. But it's just like, you know, an illustration, like there's like a cartoon Bob on the recipe. Oh, you know which one I would like? Maybe you could chive my car. I would like that one. Someone just said in chat, I tried to like cucumbers but couldn't do it. I kind of feel the same way. I don't mind them in a salad if they're like cut thin and you get some dressing on them, then it's okay. But these Persian cucumbers are really small and you can, you know, they're tolerable. I like pickles, depending on how they're done. Best pickles are at Katz's Deli in New York City. They got some fucking legit pickles. But again, there's different types of pickles. There's like sour pickles that are like really vinegary and some that are just kind of kosher and weird. How? How thin do you get lunch meat sliced? I don't care. I really don't care. One of the main reasons I don't care is I did work at a deli for about a year, and I got some really fucking outlandish, weird requests. Can I get 1/4 of a centimeter thick? No, shred it. I want the ham shredded! Like how shredded? Like I want it to be like dust. I did work at a deli, yeah. I did. I mean, it was a meme back in the day, but it's also... Oh, there it is. Son of a bitch. Oh, what am I doing? It's the Nikita I can't use. Just being an asshole. I gotta switch games in a minute too because I'm dying to play some of that Half-Life mod, and this is like a really good place to stop, I think. But let me finish my deli story. Basically, they're... Oh, fuck off. Come on! Today is a good day to die. But people, yeah, people just wanted weird, like, specific types of meat thickness, and that was a little weird. I don't really mind. However it's done, it's fine. But I remember this dude wanted, like, bologna steaks. There was one time that he wanted, like thick fucking slices of bologna because he wanted to fry them up. And I know that because he told me how much he wanted to fry them up. Fry them up, Drib. Like, yeah, like almost spam. No, I know, fried bologna is good. Like, that's poor college student food. That's actually not terrible. Like, I kinda like it. But the way he wanted it cut was like, pretty fucking crazy. There was someone that wanted olive loaf, but he wanted, like, not so much of the olives, and I had to explain to him that you can't take the olives out of the olive loaf. I was like, perhaps you would like bologna instead, sir. I think he wanted me to just, like, pick through the olives and like, take them out of the meat. So... I swear, you know what? Maybe it was a joke. Maybe it was like a practical joke.
War brings out the cruelty of man. No matter how the soldier was brought up, they all turn into animals when they're thrust into the heat of combat.
But when I told him that I couldn't really get him less olives, he was fine with it. He was like, okay.
That elevator is for transporting vehicles and building materials to the underground maintenance base.
So that's why it's so big.
The elevator you're on right now is the #1 elevator. That elevator won't take you down all the way, so you'll have to switch to the #2 elevator at the relay point.
You found some grenades. Just pull the pin and it explodes after 5 seconds. You can get a lot done during those 5 seconds, Snake. How you use them is up to you.
Ball peen, like a ball peen hammer?
Metal Gear is straight down. Better move it. There's no time. The terrorists are ready to launch.
Negotiations are all finished.
The government can't cave into terrorist demands.
But they're threatening to launch a nuclear weapon.
They've made their final decision.
Why is the White House being so inflexible? Colonel, is there still something you're hiding from me?
Snake, please, just concentrate on stopping them, okay?
What can I do for you, Snake?
Love the codec.
Snake, in China they say, when walking through a melon patch, don't adjust your sandals. That means that when things get really bad, you have to try to remember what's important. Keep things in the proper perspective, okay?
I think Mei Ling is like the positivity that Snake needs. Everyone else has some kind of like horrendous. Miller's just like, well, you know, we're all dogs, Snake. If you're on the battlefield, you fucking suck. And then Zero is like,
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I?
I'm not gonna let that finish. To be continued. Metal Gear Solid.
There's no reason for me to go on. What? What? On what?
That's my favorite part of it.
On what?
What? What?
Quick break. Be right back with Half-Life Echoes.